Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, we are camping again, but this time we're actually in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan at the very tip top of Michigan in Copper Harbor. We actually drove up yesterday. It took us about 8.5 hours to get to the point that we wanted to, but we scoped out 2 different dispersed camping spots all around the Keweenaw, and they were both taken. So we ended up having to get a campground at a state campground. We paid $25 for this little campsite, and we had to buy firewood, which was completely wet, so not the most ideal, but it's definitely still beautiful, and everybody here was super quiet. Not like some campgrounds I've been to in the past. So shout out to everybody here. What's this place called again? Fort Wilkins State Park. My friend Heather Outdoors on Instagram, and she actually has a YouTube channel, Heather and Brian Outdoors, I think it is. I'll link it in the description, but she's the one that recommended this place. But yeah, so we just made some coffee. We slept amazing last night. We're packing up the car, and we're gonna try to head out and hit a few spots in Copper Harbor. All right, so we just left our campsite and we're gonna go scope out a spot to camp tonight so that we could just explore and not have to worry about it. And it looks like there should be some spots down the road from us, so if we would have just kept driving a little bit, maybe we would have found them. So we're gonna go check that out now. Immediately after we left the state park, we drove down a dirt road that's right near it, and we found a perfect spot. I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little defeated yesterday after we ended up having to pay for a spot, but it was only because it was dark and we had been looking all night. I just flew the drone, and this place is absolutely incredible. The colors with the dirt road and all the little mountains, amazing. Like I said, this is our first time in the Keweenaw, so I am completely blown away. This whole entire area is absolutely beautiful. Just found our campsite for today, and we left there, and we are heading up to the top of Brockway Mountain. All around Brockway Mountain. I don't even know if I was able to capture it, but it is so gorgeous, way more gorgeous than any photos I've ever seen. I seriously feel like photos don't do this place justice, but I hope everything that I just got documented it somehow. I am just blown away right now, honestly. I don't even really know. Hopefully all of the stuff we just shot is coming out half as good as I think it is. We ran into Petchy. Started following back in 2017, and now he's also doing photography, so that is awesome.
She actually inspires me to do photography. I follow her ideas and focus, and now I think I'm learning so much from her. So I think you guys also will learn a lot from her. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. That was so nice. I know it was hard to hear him, but moments like that are honestly more rewarding to me than any big paycheck or any other accomplishments I can think of. Petchy is seriously killing it, and knowing I can help inspire even just one person to get out and do something they love is literally the reason I make these videos. And to top it off, getting to run into someone and hear that in one of the most beautiful places in Michigan was a pretty cool feeling. Then we headed down the coast heading south, and we came across a ton of waterfalls. Now we only stopped at one, but if we had more time, I would have loved to check them all out. then it basically stormed on us for the rest of the night, so I didn't really film too much more. But it was my first time camping in a snowstorm, and it honestly was kind of relaxing being out in the middle of nowhere just waiting out the storm. It is now day 3. It actually rained on us almost all last night. When we got to our campsite, we got this amazing campsite in the middle of nowhere, and it rained for most of the night last night too. So we were on and off having a fire, but most of the time we spent in the back of the car. So we went to bed early and we're up early today. Today we're hoping to hit the Porcupine Mountains and a couple waterfalls on our way. So yeah, we're gonna finish packing up the car and get on the road. All right, quick pit stop at the Quincy mine, just outside of Houghton, I believe. And then we started to make our way south towards the Porkies and to a few waterfalls in the area. All right, well, we made it to Lake of the Clouds in the Porcupine Mountains. So our plan was to make it to Marquette before sunset, but there's just so much to see in this area, so we had to stop at one of my favorite waterfalls in Michigan on our way. We actually ran into another subscriber while we were here, and I was flying the drone so I didn't get a clip, but shout out to you if you're watching this, David. And then we made one last stop at Agate Falls before we started making our way east. And then we made our way back east to do a partnership with Travel Marquette and photograph a wedding, which you guys will be seeing in the next video.